thank you for doing this. I want to just say to the councilwoman, I got you. Don't worry about it. We've already been looking to identify funds to be able to help, one, make sure there's adequate security for Edward Waters College. We are not going to allow these institutions to be targeted by people. The fact of the matter is, you had a major league scumbag come from Clay County up here, and what he did is totally unacceptable in the state of Florida. We are not going to let people be targeted based on their race. We are going to stand up, and we are going to do what we need to do to make sure that evil does not triumph in the state.
Hello, everyone. Young Link Jr. So we have Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, who's actually running Republican candidate for the United States president. So Ron DeSantis was booed at a prayer vigil for Jacksonville shooting victims. I talked about this in my previous videos where it was Jacksonville individuals, they were shot and killed by a white gunman, and due to it was racially motivated. And the gunman, he took the coward way out and killed himself. Now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was booed and heckled on Sunday while attending a prayer vigil in Jacksonville for the 3 victims at the local Dollar General. DeSantis, a Republican presidential candidate, and his wife were among those who gathered in Jacksonville Grand Park neighborhood to commemorate the victims of the Saturday shooting. But not everyone was pleased that the governor was there. So DeSantis, he approached the podium to speak to some people in the crowd, and they just began to boo while he was in mid-speech. And he said, your policies caused this. That was the main thing. Now, if you remember, Ron DeSantis, he was notorious for passing out the permitless carry bill. Basically that it allowed Florida residents to go ahead and carry a gun license. Or no, I'm sorry, a gun without any type of gun license or training. Okay, no training or no background check. So it made it pretty much easily accessible for Floridians to go ahead and acquire a gun. Now, because of that, some people believe that because of him making it very easy, it's been increase of mass shootings. So I think this is when some people were actually angry about Ron DeSantis. Now, a lot of conservatives in the Republican Party, I mean, they're really happy about what DeSantis did because, I mean, their ideology is that, okay, we upheld the Second Amendment. Okay, we believe in the right to bear arms. Some Democrats are more concerned, like, okay, well, we're thinking of the whole mass things, like, it's going to put people in danger. We believe that the police or people who has authorized to be able to carry guns. But I think that, too, as civilians, at the end of the day, we still should have the ability to protect ourselves. But, yes, criminals, even if you have the most... See, the thing is, even if you have the most strictest laws or rules on how to obtain a gun, the criminal is going to find ways to bend the rules or actually go around the rules and grab a gun and commit crime. So it's really not guns that's the issue. It's actually people. It's the person behind the gun. No gun doesn't jump off a table or a counter and start shooting random people. So it's the person behind it. Now, so we continuously to read further on. It said DeSantis attempted to continue speaking, and he was looking at identifying funds to bolster security at Edward Waters University. This is where it took place, and I believe that raised $1 million towards campus security at Edward Waters University. He was going to be directed at and give $100,000 to support the families of the 3 shooting victims. I think that's a good gesture. They said on Saturday, a white gunman opened fire inside a Dollar General, killing 3 black community members: Arnault A.J. LaGuardia Jr., who was 19 years old, Gerald Deshaun Gallion, 29, and Angela Michelle Carr. Sad, man. Sheriff T.K. Waters said the attack was racially motivated, that the gunman, Ryan Palmer, 21, left behind manifestos that suggested he hated black people before he killed himself. But the attack has brought renewed scrutiny to the governor's record, both on guns and race. In April, the governor signed a permitless carry bill into law. They said after this weekend shooting, Jacksonville branch of the NAACP urged the state legislature to reconsider the law. So DeSantis has also cracked down on diversity initiatives and teaching of black history in public schools over concerns of woke indoctrinations. Yeah, the whole woke indoctrination thing, he believed that, I mean, just thinking that, he wanted the Floridians to go ahead and just, talk about hey, not only that, hey, the slaves were just there, but they actually required some type of skills. But the thing is, too, it's just kind of overshadow, like, the resiliencies and how they was able to get through those difficult times, man. And, I believe it just overshadows the oppressions that was dealing with, during that particular time in America. So, so he was receiving some criticism in that nature there. But, I mean, the state of Florida is a little bit Democrat slash Republican, and basically in certain areas, because I mean, I'm thinking about this too. Man, they almost elected a Democratic governor too. So, but with Ron DeSantis, I mean, I was a little 50-50 with it, but I do believe that as Americans, though, we do need to go ahead and obtain and have guns. I mean, you look at President Biden. He had a conservative approach when he was actually criticizing New York. That New York gun laws is unconstitutional, and I was like, wow, like, mostly a lot of Democratic presidents actually support pretty much 100% of Democratic viewpoints. So, but what we're gonna see about this, man, Ron DeSantis getting booed. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna affect his campaign. I believe that he really do care. He doing everything he can. I mean, giving $1 million to help with the security. That was the funds. Edward Waters University, because you have to address the mass shootings. Because if he's running for president, I mean, these mass shootings. There was another mass shooting that's going on in North Carolina. I believe the active shooter, I don't know if they caught him, but he was still running. And we got to address this, man. The border security control, property taxes, inflation. Things are going up in grocery stores. We paying, a lot of families are paying more. Look at these stimulus checks that we're getting from President Biden. We have to pay that back in the long run. These sales tax. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous, man, to the point that things are starting to become unaffordable. I mean, you look at too, the housing market. Yeah, it's just crashing. I look at too, if you lived in apartments or condos or townhomes, they raising the rent for no reason. I believe that if you make under $100,000 a year and say your rent is like $1,100, it shouldn't go up to $1,500. It just shouldn't be going up every single year. It should be a cap, and they should penalize these companies that own that type of stuff, especially if you're not going to renovate the property or apartments. It's like, what are you paying for? We over the years, you going up $300, but nothing's getting done besides the parking lot. So, they're doing it because they can. And I believe that it's really outsourcing a lot of people, man. And it's just people just walking around here helplessly, man. It's stuff is getting really expensive. But if Ron DeSantis, like I say, I'm gonna do some more research. He's running for president. I think he may be a good candidate for the Republican Party. I don't know about Donald Trump, because with this whole indictment charges, and I don't know if he should be the face of America again. I mean, I know some people rock with him, but I don't know. We need someone just a little bit more competent, man. That's what I truly believe. But that's what all we have to say about this, man. Just him being booed here, I was like, dang, man, that's a little. They didn't expect for that to happen, but like I said, they blame him because it is. Some people blame him because of his gun laws and his gun bill. But guys, continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. It's your boy Young Lean Jr. I love you guys, man, and I'm out. Deuces.